Alrighty, we're back. Oh man, and I got here a little bit earlier today, 8:30, making a little progress. Dreaming about doing some rifting all day at work. Decided to try and get started a little earlier, get a few more rifts in. Let's have a quick recap. Just a couple of changes since yesterday. Still got Jade Harvester, Traveler's Pledge, Compass Rose. This is pretty much leveled up. My Molten Wildebeest Gizzard pretty much leveled up as high as it's going to get unless I want to start taking risk of failure. Leveled up my Bane of the Trapped pretty high. I might be able to get it maxed out tonight. As a matter of fact, I believe I will. After that, I don't know if I'm going to go with this one. I had been thinking about trying Moratorium, which I think would be a good combination with this one. So as this spreads damage out over time, this will be healing me. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I've tried Moratorium in the past, and it's never been that great. But I don't know if I want to give up my Gogok. I'm going to need to level them all up anyways when I want to start augmenting my ancient legendaries. If I ever get any ancient legendaries, I don't have very many yet. But anyways, yes, so anyways, I've also got, Sacred Harvester Lacumba's Ornament for 60% damage reduction, as well as other goodies from Soul Harvest, stacking up 10 times. Unity for 50% damage reduction. With my new follower, and this is the new thing that I've got here. Not much different, except I think she does a better job with my setup than the Templar. She is going to be shooting lightning, and Weird Word is going to be stunning 35% of the time for 1.5 seconds, plus an extra 22% from Dobu. She's also got Unity, of course, and the absolute necessity with this, your follower cannot die. What is this called? A focus. Enchantress focus. So I got that. And then I've got in my Booby QB, I've got I deal 300% damage to enemies affected by both my Haunt and Locust Swarm Ringy Dingy. My Locust Swarm and Haunt deal damage in half the normal time, which basically doubles the damage. So between those two, I'm hoping that means between, depending on how you do the math, 6 and 8 times the normal damage. I do not need to cast Locust Swarm because I'm using Wormwood, which continuously plagues enemies around me with Locust Swarm. And with this, it gains the effect of Pestilence Rune, deals an extra 55% increased damage. And then I've got this wonderful belt, which also slows the enemies. So all of my enemies are slowed, which means they all take increased damage from my Bane of the Trapped. And I don't think I'm going to be changing any of my skills as long as I'm using Jade Harvester. Creeping Death, absolutely necessary for Jade Harvester. Doesn't work without it. My second life thingy, which has kicked in and saved me a number of times. Grave Justice, which does a great job at reducing my cooldown. Confidence Ritual, 25% additional damage. Basically, every time I deal damage. The only changes I might make, which I'm still working on, Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge. I would eventually like to give them up for Convention of the Elements, or Broken Promises. 2 seasons ago, I had really good results with the Broken Promises. Maybe it was 3 seasons ago. I don't know, because I was able to get that 100% critical hit every time with my Soul Harvest. Basically every time. I could time it just right, and that usually means an extra 309% damage every time I use it. So I would like to be able to give this up, but before I do that, I've got to get a good amulet. I might have done it with Flavor of Time, but the one that the first one I got, those are some pretty crappy attributes. I might have done it with the S of Johann. Once again, though, those are also some pretty crappy attributes. And I really haven't gotten any other good amulets. Here's the Primal that dropped for me at 70th level. It's not bad, but it's not great. Sure, prevent all poison damage, heal me, but it's not very often that I run away from poison. If anything, I would have wanted this one. Arcane is usually deadly death for me. And that's about sums it up. When I want to go do this is my Greater Rift setup. When I want to do just a regular Nephilim Rift, I just switch out my Compass Rose Traveler's Pledge for Nagel Ring for increased Magic Find, Kimbo's Gold for Gold Find, and that Boon of the Hoarder for extra money, which has helped me to accumulate 1.342 billion gold. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just doing 10-minute rifts, which for me is about 85th level. As soon as I max this up, I'm going to see what my highest level rift will be. I'm hoping for 93, maybe 94. What's my current best? Let's take a quick look. What's my current best? My current best is a 90. That was with this setup. Basically exactly the same, except this gem was only level 36. But basically looks like exactly the same setup. Same setup, yep. Okay, let's get rocking and rolling. I'm gonna do a level 85 Greater Rift Empowered because 53 million gold. I'm well within my budget. So let's hit it. Hit it.
Done.
Prove yourself worthy of your birth. Strike at your heart. You are healing another. Needs more time.
This is usually one of the best maps. Usually have pretty good luck with it. Oh, I'm fast.
Strike at your heart. Not ready yet.
Usually a pretty good map right there. Usually one of my best ones. This is one of my least favorite maps.
Perfect stretch. I am here.
That map wasn't so bad, I guess. Yikes! Wow. Got lucky there. no problem. That channeling one is one of the best ones for me for this build. As long as I had that channeling shrine near me. He stood no chance. Hello.
If you have a gem,
What's up, Urshi? One of the things to note is I think I'm doing very well with only having a regular legendary weapon. But who knows? This could be the one.
I am returning
That
down.
could be the one I've been waiting for.
The blood runs true within you.
The way opens before you.
hello there.
Boo! Just regular. Sledge of Atskelling. Well, another one of these. La 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 la. I mean, it looks better, but it's only it's a little bit better. I can switch out that resist all elements for another poison. I'll miss out a little bit on that fire resistance, but reduced damage from ranged attacks is almost as good. And it's got better intelligence and vitality, so all around I think that's an improvement. Not much, just a little bit.
See you soon.
How about...
Don't forget, luck
That costs
always
too much.
changes.
How about the Primal one? Primal Sacred Harvester. Primal Sacred Harvester. Let's go!
I suppose that will work.
Oh sure, ancient legendary of that one.
I bet they don't forgive a lot of things. And anyway, no one said you had to like me.
Primal Sacred Harvester.
Have access to a wondrous artifact of old, and that's what you want to do with it. Very well.
That's what you want to do with it. Very well. La 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 la. Mine is better. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's change out resist all elements and see if I can get poison skills. Only got 15 death breath. Well, hey, first shot. Who'd have thunk it? So this is gonna be a good bit more. And that's not counting the extra 2% from my extra poison skills, which that's what that is. And I think my locust swarm also going to be poison based. I think, don't really know. Cool beans, so that's a little bit better. Let's shave the shut up. Whoops. Shave it. Whip. Shave it with the new shut up. Equip. Shave it. Alrighty, so now I've got the new setup shaved. I already have a spare one. I do. So I don't need to have a second spare. I've got 2 more keystones. Let's hit the next greater rift.
Done.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround you.
Usually another pretty good map. Usually.
My strike is true. My strike is true. Not ready yet. My curse upon you. Needs more time. You are evil undoes you. Not ready yet. My curse upon you. Your day comes. Needs more time. My power grows fast. Your day comes.
Usually a pretty good map. one's not too bad.
I strike at your heart. Die.
Having trouble thinking?
Die.
Just over there. I never imagined such a creature.
Having trouble thinking? Another good map, usually.
Not ready yet.
Guardian is here.
Watch how much he gets stunned. Oh. Unless, of course, there's these things around. Where'd they come from? Trying to demonstrate something here. Well, that wasn't a good example, but against enemies like him, as long as they're the only one on the battlefield, they usually get stunned half the time from her attacks.
Let's see what we can do.
Which is usually a pretty big deal. Excellent.
I need to go back.
I need to go back. Do you know what I need? I need to go back.
Well done, champion.
Well done.
I mean, it's 47 seconds, so that tells me that I need to get back up to 10 minutes per rift by
Such a brave soul.
increasing the difficulty. Razor strap. Bleh, nothing good on this one.
Well, it's a good paperweight.
That costs too much.
Well, that ain't nothing but a bunch of bull cathos, if you ask me. Alright. And I'm gonna increase the difficulty of the rifties a little bit. I'm just gonna say probably 88. Work my way up a little bit. Oh, alright. First, let me start a new recording. Be right back.